Hello guys, welcome to Beys and today I'm gonna make a DB Beyblade tier list and it is one of the first DB tier lists to come into place. So as you can see I have grouped it into SS, S, A, B, C, D and E with all the DB Beyblades down there. So before we start, make sure to subscribe, click the like button on the bell icon and red stands for aggression, fear, so click on the red subscribe button down there so that there is no fear, no aggression, and no other things which are hot. So let's start with as we have in the right order. We have Cyclone Ragnarok as you call in Hasbro Takatomi. So this bay it has a decent burst resistance compared to the Ragnarok. Life after death due to its drivers, semicircle shapes divided into two parts, so good burst resistance because of that too. Good locks as I have told. It's pretty heavy, so I'm deciding it to put in A tier. It doesn't have that much burst resistance compared to get the attacks of Guilty Longinus, Ultimate Valkyrie, Dangerous Belial, so I think A tier is pretty good for it. Now Astral Spriggan, one of the best Beys we have in the whole series of Beyblade Burst. Not only DB, it can enter it to 16 modes with high mode, low mode with its drivers, left and right spin. And if you put the Nexus plus S gear on it, then it's like amazing. It can enter 32 modes, which is a whooping 32 modes. So for this one, the over disc, heaviest disc till now, Quaddrive enters 4 modes: balance, attack, stamina and defense. So I think though it has a little bit of less burst resistance, it has rubber and metal on it, on rubber on left side, metal on right side. So I guess this goes into A tier with Ragnarok. The reason why it didn't go any further is because of its bad burst resistance and it is the only drawback of this combo. Now Ultimate Valkyrie. Let me put it into the right tier first and then let's discuss. Yeah, there you go. Now the reason why it goes into the SS tier is because it's Ultimate Valkyrie and that is enough. I guess it has a good burst resistance. It has a pretty bad driver. No, I don't think variable is a bad driver. It's one of my best driver. And what I like about attack is it's broom broom cablo, like what Hyuga says. So definitely I like this Beyblade. Take small parts from all the DB Beyblades, a good DB note, all the Valkyrie Beyblades, a good DB Beyblade. So definitely a good aerodynamic system. So it deserves the SS tier. Next we have the Devil Belial. So I guess it gets the B tier. Now the reason why it got B tier is that the Devil Blade, it can't burst easily either Cyclone Ragnarok or the Astral Spriggan. Definitely it is not of the level of Ultimate Valkyrie, so perhaps B tier is right for it. Greatest Raphael. So Greatest Raphael goes into the SS tier. It has a very good defense with the over disc, heaviest disc into play, high extent dash. Everybody knows that how good high extent drivers are for DB Beyblades, otherwise they cause a lot of scrapping. It blocks all the attacks of Guilty Longinus, which is really surprising. Has a round shape, has a burst stopper gimmick, and despite that it has a good burst resistance, bites locks. But somewhere it does not have the low mode, it's like always in the high mode. It has a lack of stamina, but overall it's good compared to Ragnarok, compared to Astral Spriggan. Maybe not, or maybe of the same level of Ultimate Valkyrie, so I think it's got in the right position. Magma Ifrit. Everybody knows what it's got. It's got E. Well, the character of Itilia Mao, she's one of the best characters according to me. As far as I think she's my waifu, but still the thing is where Ifrit, it was not produced by Takatomi. What a shame. It is the only Beyblade to be not produced by Takatomi. So By the way, Hasbro Quaddrive Beyblades, they are burst too easily, and it is one of the Quaddrive Beyblades, so there is no doubt it also bursts too easily. Of course, there is some Beyblade it is defeats, I guess it defeats Victory Hellfreak, so kind of ridiculous. It definitely gets into the E tier. Its shape was good, its weight distribution was good, but still, if Takatomi had made this, I'm sure it would have gone higher, but no way. Don't lose heart, Ifrit. Maybe the next time. So first I won't do this Roar Bahamut. I would do this Roar Bahamut at the end. It goes into the S tier. The reason why it goes into the S tier because of its super defense mode, pure rubber locks. It has a good weight on it, weight distribution. It's so round, so purple. I really like this Beyblade. By the way, its driver and disc are super good. So I definitely think that yeah, it is a good Beyblade and deserves S tier, not SS because of the next Beyblade right below. This is the Roar Bahamut colored version. I don't think it's colored version. Roar Bahamut 2 is colored. It is a Recolor version and with a metal drift driver. So that adds further burst resistance, a round shape just like Roar Bahamut, and it too can enter super defense mode. So I think SS tier is good for it. It has such a good defense that hardly anyone, even Ultimate Valkyrie can beat it. It's so round, it's so good, it fends off every attack. Though like Ultimate Valkyrie has Legacy and Variable Driver which are exceptionally good, it too has drivers and the disc which are exceptionally good for defense. And now we have here Dynamite Belial. So Dynamite Belial goes into the A tier. The reason why it got before Devil Belial is where Devil Belial has a high recoil resulting in frequent bursts. But Dynamite Belial, though it isn't a super attack Beyblade, I guess, it still can. Okay, yeah, thinking to give this a C tier and give this in B tier. As this makes more sense because it is with the gears as I thought of the future. So with the gears, it's definitely better than the Dynamite Belial alone, which is the perfect Dynamite Belial. But still, somewhere it cannot burst Cyclone Ragnarok or Astral Spriggan easily, so yeah, I'm dropping it in A tier. Dangerous Belial. Dangerous Belial goes into the S tier because, as far as I can think, is that it is a good Beyblade. It has a lock system, burst lock system, first in DB, overdrive Beyblade, a good weighty Beyblade, but its drawback is the all might driver. It really sucks. By the way, I think it's pretty good, decent, not good as Roar Bahamut. I'm putting it behind. Okay, if I'm putting it up behind, let's put Astral Spriggan in the first of it here. Dynamite Belial, Dangerous Belial, and the Perfect Belial looks like they're in the good position. Now let's get to the next Beyblade, Vanish Fafnir. Vanish Fafnir goes into the A tier because of its shock absorption, because as you can see in the holes, they are like pretty decent for spin steel, pretty decent for shock absorption. So I really think it's a good Beyblade, but because of its extreme amount of rubber, it does not do well against left spin Beyblades. It does well against Astral Spriggan, but it doesn't do well against Guilty Longinus, which is the next Beyblade on the list. The kick driver, I think it's pretty nice. And the tapper disc, it's pretty nice. So yeah, definitely A tier is what it gets. Guilty Longinus, it's getting into the S tier. Now the reason why it didn't get into the SS tier is because it has awesome upper attacks. This was the reason. I don't think I give the opposite of reason. But whatever, who cares? It has awesome upper attacks, that's why it is in S, but not in SS because it doesn't get the stab attacks which appeared in long time ago in Lost Longinus and Nightmare Longinus. Those Beyblades could easily do slow burst finishes, but this thing, after a long time, they disappeared. Like Guilty Longinus could no more do slow burst because of it does only upper attacks when you launch it with a high speed. Left spin Beyblades are meant to do, I guess, what can I say? They are meant to do spin steals. The Destroy Driver supports it. The Disc Karma is especially good for that, but it cannot do a slow burst, so definitely it can has a little bit spin steal because of its jagged design. Awesome upper attacks. I think it says Savior Percassus. Savior Percassus. Okay, let me think a little about it. I guess Savior Percassus deserves its place along Dynamite Belial. Now the reason why is that it can awaken like the Savior Valkyrie, which is next in the list, giving more damage, but this jagged design isn't suitable for what its tip is, which is Bearing Dash, and everybody knows Bearing Dash is a pretty decent evolution from the old Bearing, which used to burst very easily, and it gives a lot of burst resistance. Percassus is especially good if you want burst resistance, but somewhere I think that, yeah, I definitely think that Savior Percassus, the combo is pretty nice, burst lock is pretty nice, but overall the blade and the rest of the Beyblade do not match, so definitely it's B. Savior Valkyrie, one of the very favorite Valkyrie with an awesome shot gimmick, but it's going in D. Yeah, the reason why it's going in D is because of its bad burst resistance. It can do a bound gimmick, which is like the spring attack of Genesis Valkyrie. So definitely it is a good point, but it was done in the cost of teeth, and that really is a very vital point because strong Beyblades, there is no very bad burst resistant Beyblade in the DB except this. They push the Beyblade out of the bound gimmick forward into the burst gimmick and surge through it, resulting in easy burst. Its shot driver was good, I like the concept, but still somewhere it has all the gimmicks of the previous Valkyries like Ultimate Valkyrie, except for the Chozi Awakening in Chozi Valkyrie. So definitely, which it desperately needs. I think it's got into D. It's not no better than the Devil Belial Blade. Better than the Ifrit, of course. Every Takatomi Beyblade is better than Ifrit. Prominence Phoenix. So Prominence Phoenix goes into the SS tier. Now the reason it got its place into the SS tier is because it fights decent against all of the SS Beyblade. I think it gets its place somewhere here. Ultimate Valkyrie sometimes bursted, Greatest Raphael no stand, Roar Bahamut no stand, both the Roar Bahamuts recolored, new one, Dangerous Belial no stand, and Guilty Longinus no stand. So I don't think I need to go any behind that. It's such a good Beyblade. It may lose a couple of times, but that doesn't matter. Really, it doesn't matter. It's such a great Beyblade. And after all, it's Phoenix. Can you imagine? We got Phoenix after GT, after Sparking. Though Phi appeared in Sparking in the manga, but we didn't get any Beyblade. So definitely I think Prominence Phoenix with its good part metals universe and Tapper. Definitely it is a decent defense combo, and really after the armor gets popped out, it's so round. I think it got its place into the SS tier. Then Dynamite, no, it's Dangerous Belial, which is perfect. I think it gets its place in the it gets its place with S tier. It's little better than Dangerous Belial because of the gears. Rest is all same. All Might driver still sucks. Rest of the thing, the upper low mode and the lower, oh, I mixed it up. The upper high mode and the lower low mode, they are very good and exceptional on this Beyblade, as it's the owner of the Bell Diocton, the creator of the Dynamite series. But somewhere I think that it doesn't get its place in the SS tier. So that's my tier list for today, and we'll meet in the next video. And do not forget to like, subscribe, hit the subscribe and like button, press the bell icon. Thank you. Beys out.